Morning, everyone. I wanted to share this with you as I was getting ready this morning for church. I had this thought concerning um, faith and growing in faith. And so many times we get excited when God does the miraculous and does great things and really just moves in our direction. But that's not when faith grows. That's when we see the results of faith. But faith grows when it seems like everything just seems to be piling down on you and nothing seems to be going right. And you realize that there's two routes that you can go. Number one, you can say, well, God hates me, God dislikes me, God doesn't care about me anymore, and so he has given up on me and I'm done and all that. And so you turn away from God and lose faith in God. That's one way you can go. The other route that you can go is you can say, God, you got this. This is in your hands. And so oftentimes we we take the first route when we really should be taking the second route, because it's in that second route that we realize how great God really is, and our faith begins to grow um, in our adversities. It begins to move us to a closer relationship with God. Adversities aren't always something that God, first of all, God doesn't bring adversities on us. Sometimes it's things that we do to ourselves. It just, we do stupid things and we say stupid things and we end up um, bringing so many bad things on ourselves. And then when we wonder why we're going through these things, the other thing that happens is that life just happens. I mean, folks, life is hard, and sometimes things just pile in on us. We don't we don't understand it. Um, but the truth of the matter is, God is in both those situations. It just one of them, he looking at us, going, "Oh my God, he's doing it again." The other one is, "Child, just hang on, just hang on. I'm coming to you." And when we grow in our faith towards God in that aspect, when we begin to see God in those times, we understand that our faith begins to grow in God. And the outcome, because God always does things greater than we expect Him to. And so we see God move in amazing ways. And that's the time we need to rejoice. That's the time we need to be reaping the harvest of our faith. But it's the sowing of faith and watching that faith grow. I grew up in northern Canada where um, one of the things that we had there was agriculture and specifically potatoes. And so in the springtime, they would go out and they would spread the seed. It would just, okay, we're going to throw seed in this ground. This is the type of potatoes we want here. This is the type of potatoes we want there. And those seeds would be sown. Okay. They did not automatically that day create a potato. The potato did not come out of the stalk of the potato did not come out of the ground that day so that they could come and plow it and reap the potato, or as some people would say, potato. Um, but they had to wait on that potato to grow, believing that in the fall they could go out and harvest that potato or potato, however you want to say it, and have a bountiful um, harvest. And sometimes that's how it is with our faith. That little seed that's put into the ground. Um, can I tell you that that potato? There's some hard times that come in the growth part of that potato. It's not just something that happens. Sometimes rain, it needs rain, but sometimes storms come through, and sometimes animals come through and try to pluck it up, and sometimes weeds come through and try to get it and destroy that potato. But all in all, if the potato will continue its faith, if the farmer will continue its faith and keep working at growing that potato and growing that harvest, in the fall of the season, when it's come to fruition, when it's come to fullness, when the fullness of time has come, then there's a harvest, a great, amazing harvest that you will receive if you stick with your faith, if your faith will stay strong and grow. Let your faith grow. This past week, I've had some down times. Some times when I kind of got mad at God. Things haven't quite gone my way recently. But I have to tell you, this past week, my faith has grown in God so much. I don't see the end yet. Not physically. But in my mind's eye and in my faith's eye, I know my Redeemer liveth. And there is absolutely nothing that is impossible for God. God created this entire world. He created me. And because of that, I know that my God is able to do abundantly above anything that I could ask or even think. Now, I'm not a preacher. Some people say I am. That's here nor there. I don't think I am, or at least I'm fighting against that. I'm not a prophet, nor am I the son of a prophet, although I believe my dad might have been one. But I want to encourage somebody today in your faith. I just felt like I needed to encourage somebody today. Don't give up. Don't give up on God. You may not feel Him right now. It may feel like He is 10,000 miles away. I can honestly tell you today that He's not. I can honestly tell you today that He is right here, right now. Mostly because I feel Him extremely close. But His word says, and I take Him at His word, that He's as close as the mention of His name. And He'll never leave you nor forsake you. That no matter where you are in your life and in your journey, God is right there with you. And He's not going to leave you. He loves you. Don't give up on Him, because He'll never, ever give up on you. Grow in your faith today. Grow in your faith today. Let God be the center of your joy. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and I hope I get to talk to you soon again. Take care.